Hi guys, Dylan Big Daddy here, and today I'm going to be talking to you about Apple. Now this is the thing that I get with a lot of people, right? When Apple brings out a new product, they go, oh, they're just putting it out, just put out, makes more money. They're a company, of course they're going to be making money. That's kind of what they want to do. Plus, the sole fact that they're bringing it out every year isn't sort of a big deal. The life expectancy of a gadget or a bit of tech these days is about a year or 18 months. It seems perfectly logical that Apple bring out an updated version of their most popular product. When people say that when companies do this, they're contributing to a lot of landfill, that when they bring out a new product, everybody just throws away their old one, and then so on and so forth every year. This does happen, and this is very true, but it's not Apple's fault. It's the consumer. You just want a new phone, and instead of just waiting around for your old one to die, you go out and buy a new one. It's not Apple forcing that down your throat. In fact, when I had an iPhone, I had an iPhone 3GS. I might be wrong because I'm terrible with dates, but I had it from 2009 until the start of 2013. For a bit of tech, that lasted me quite a while, and that's because Apple releases their iOS, their software, for the older phones until the older phones can no longer support it. So, unless you specifically want features like Siri or things like that, and then, which I kind of really didn't, I kept my iPhone for quite a while, and I was perfectly happy with it. In fact, I'm quite certain that phone's more powerful than my current Galaxy S3. No offense, S3. So it's not Apple or the tech companies that are forcing you to buy their product. It's just another variant. And in fact, when they release a new one, the old one gets cheaper. So why complain, right? The other factor that people really get caught up with is the fact that it's a brand. People are buying the brand. Yes, they're buying a brand of tech. I mean, that's kind of one of the brilliant things about Steve Jobs. He was able to take something geeky and turn it into a brand. I mean, people do that with all sorts of brands. I mean, you don't walk into a Guess shop and then complain how everything's overpriced for something with the word Guess on it. That's kind of the whole principle of Guess, or one of the other handbag companies. It's the same thing with Apple. Yes, it's the same thing with handbags. They are a better quality handbag most of the time. And you're paying for that quality, but you're also paying for the brand for that quality. It's exactly the same thing with Apple. And if you don't want to pay for the brand, then, same with handbags. Go on eBay and buy a Chinese knockoff. I went away from iPhones. They're too limited in what they can do without being jailbroken. So that's why I went to Android. But that's a completely different thing in personal preferences. With the whole thing of the 5S and 5C, this is another good point for Apple. I think a lot of people are complaining about it. Is that, they're bringing out almost the exact same phone, but different. Like, I think it's good. Like, an iPhone is expensive, especially for kids. Like, you always see kids running around with iPhone 4s. So, I think having a cheaper version, something that probably wouldn't hurt as much if they flushed it down the toilet or something. Yes, I've done that. Without flushing a $1,000 phone, they can do that with a $500 phone, or whatever the price ratio is. So, yeah, it's good in that sense. They're giving you choice here. Another remark could be that, well, Dylan, if they're not forcing it down our throat, why do they publicize it so much? It's because they want to sell them. It's because they want to sell it. It's a basic point of marketing. right? So, lay off Apple. It's like a baker coming up a couple months later from opening shop, then realizing that they can make their recipe just slightly less poisonous. You wouldn't then go in and beat the baker with his loaf of bread, would you? No. You'd sit there and happily eat your bread. If you didn't like that, you can go to another baker. They're not forcing you to sit there and eat their poisonous bread. So let me know down in the comments section what you think about Apple bringing out new products, or rather every tech company bringing out a new product or updated version of a product every year or so. Are you a consumer that when something new comes out you buy it and throw out the old one, or are you more conservative with your tech and just sort of let it live its full life? I'm really interested to know this. I would say leave a video response as well, but YouTube's taken that feature away because they're dingbats. Yep, they're dingbats. I think I finished the end of the rant, so I'm just going to go on about some random stuff now. Okay. If you guys haven't been reading my YouTube descriptions, you should know that I run a hobby photography business within Canberra region. So Canberra, Yass, Bungadore, areas like that. Called Dylan Anderson Media. I do more than just photography. I do some graphic art, and I can do some video stuff and things like that. And on my Facebook page, Dylan Anderson Media, Facebook it, you can see a selection of my photography work, and if you ever need a photographer, just hit me up and we'll get talking. Yeah. I bought something on eBay, guys, that I am very excited about. It's Steadicam. What that is that I would be able to hold my camera by it and without shaking. It's going to be amazing, trust me. And I'm thinking about doing an unboxing and a test and maybe some few experiments with it when that eventually arrives. I'm getting it from Hong Kong, so it takes about a month to get anything from China. It's ridiculous, I know. That's why I normally buy Australian stuff through eBay, because it gets to me within a couple of days. Thank you, Booktopia. Yeah, but for that sort of thing, Hong Kong was the cheapest, and I was using scholarship money to pay for it, so I really thought the wait's worth it. It's free shipping as well. So. Anyway, guys, my phone is hanging by a thread to this mount, so I think I'll leave it there. Hopefully this video wasn't too short. It feels like it was too short, but oh well. Let me know down below what you would like me to rant about next on my way to uni, and maybe I'll do it. I'll try to keep it up to date. So I was going to do the government change, the election the other week, but my phone did not want to clamp to the window. And then by the time I actually got this done, it was over. Nobody sort of really cared anymore. Well, at least I really don't. But yeah, I was going to do a whole video about Tony Abbott's in now. We can't really do anything about it. So here's the reasons why we should be thankful, rather than being pessimistic and saying that, well, we're all going to die and Australia is just going to go downhill and we should all move to Canada and New Zealand instead of doing that. Let me know if you still want me to do that, because I might. Because I did have some strong opinions, and then when I was talking to some more people, then those opinions sort of just went down the tubes. Like Australia will, I suppose. Anyway, I'm Dylan Big Daddy. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like. Give me a thumb. Give me a good job, Dylan. That's what the means. YouTube takes me by the shoulder and then says, well done. You did well done, son. Good job. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, son. Yeah, I don't have any father issues, do I? Because I'm really trying to network here, guys. Like, I'm trying to build an audience. So, I am very thankful for my 44 subscribers. Thank you, guys. I would like more and get a bigger spread. Spread me around. Share me with your friends. Share me with your co-workers. Share me with that homeless person you pass on the street every day. You don't give change because you're a heartless bastard. And of course, please subscribe. And of course, if you haven't yet, please subscribe. And when I say subscribe, I don't mean clicking that little red button and then leaving and then just waiting for me to come up to a new video and just sitting there watching it, leaving it, bye. I mean, you can do that. Do that if you want. But what I really mean is, hit that button, go onto my channel, leave a comment down below saying how you found my videos, or what you liked about the video, what you didn't like about the video. Give me a lot of feedback here, because I'm really interested in making my videos better for you guys. Because I'm sort of piloting blind at the moment. And yes, that isn't the colour balance. This tunnel is actually orange. Yep. But one of the things that I've been thinking about doing was getting a dashboard cam and having that down in a little corner. I was thinking about getting the Samsung Galaxy S4 and doing that, because you can do picture-in-picture with the front-facing camera. The setup that I've got, I'm doing this on my Samsung Galaxy S3, facing backwards on a mount. Are looking at me doing this, so I thought to have the front-facing camera looking that way, but then I realized because you're looking at me this way, you'll be seeing the side of the road, if you know everything important down there. So I was thinking about getting a little, maybe a little potato to sit on my dash. Thinking about getting a little potato to sit on my dash and have that record some stuff. Low res, because I couldn't be bothered pixelating everybody's plate. But that's just one of the things that I've been thinking about spicing this up, and of course making more road rage videos, because I haven't actually done one of these in quite a long while. Because I couldn't figure out why my mount kept falling off the windshield. Turns out it hadn't been because I didn't clean my car that often. Yeah, and it just was not sticking to the window because it was too filthy. So, yeah. Next problem is trying to keep my phone on the mount. I'll probably be cutting most of those times out, but I've fallen off 4 times now, and it's a little dangerous picking you back up and then putting you back on the mount while I'm driving. So, yeah, I really want to fix that. I might get some rubber bands. You can fix any problem with rubber bands, I swear. Rubber bands and duct tape. That's all you need. Until my stepbrother actually put ducts into our new house, I actually thought it was called duct tape, as in the bird. So there's something. This part of the road always makes me dizzy. Oh my god. Oh. I should never ever go on a teacup ride. And I did make a new video this week. It was a Let's Play video that really failed because QuickTime on my Mac can record my screen. But because I had my camera tethered to my computer as well, I suppose it couldn't handle it. Which is sad, because that's the first time I've ever hit the roof of my Mac. I've done so many things, like I've had 3 editing programs all rendering out at the same time. Perfectly fine, it was doing very well. I've played some pretty heavy games on it. Not a problem. Doing that, however, just sort of really ate the heart out of it. I was really disappointed. So pretty much you're just seeing me, you're just seeing my face talking. And then I'm talking about the game. Well, I'm actually talking about a lot of other things apart from the game. I use the game as a springboard. Which I really don't need much for a springboard. I mean, I started with Apple and iPhones, and then now it's just turned into me ranting about everything. And I think it's just a general vlog now. So, I'm sorry about that. While I was picking you guys back up from the floor, this just happened. Like, this giant truck in front of me, you might be able to hear it, was trying to get into the lane, and there was nobody behind me, so I slowed down, let him in, and he gave me a wave, I gave him a wave, and he's now washing my car because it's a water truck. But, you know, everyone's happy, everyone's safe, we all get there nice and happy. I mean, that's how people should drive. People drive like maniacs. Tailgating people when you're doing the speed limit, it's just unnecessary. I mean, a little bit of road courtesy goes a long way, especially here in Canberra, guys. I'm looking to you, Canberra drivers. There's no need to get aggressive with me. We can all play nice, okay? We can all play nice. Even though that I already said this earlier in the video, I'm going to say it again because I'm at uni now. I'm very close to it. Give me a thumbing right up that big old button. Share me like a chain letter about a girl at the foot of your bed. And subscribe to me and let me know what you like, what you don't like, what you would like to see. Or just come and say hi because I would love to chat with you guys. It would be great. It's raining. Hopefully if I can hope some strong enough rubber bands, I'll see you guys next week.